Vladimir Lenin was a Russian revolutionary and political leader who played a key role in the Bolshevik Revolution of 1917, which led to the establishment of the Soviet Union. Lenin's ideas and theories, collectively known as Leninism, have had a profound influence on socialist and communist movements around the world. Lenin's quotes are widely known and studied because they encapsulate his ideas and beliefs about the nature of society, politics, and revolution. His emphasis on the importance of a disciplined revolutionary party, the necessity of violent overthrow of the ruling class, and the need for a socialist state to lead the transition to communism continue to shape left-wing political thought today. Moreover, Lenin's leadership and legacy continue to be debated and contested, making his quotes a subject of ongoing intellectual and political inquiry. Here are famous quotes from Vladimir Lenin. Enjoy. The goal of socialism is communism. Freedom in capitalist society always remains about the same as it was in ancient Greek republics. Freedom for slave owners. A lie told often enough becomes the truth. There are no morals in politics. There is only expedience. The way to crush the bourgeoisie is to grind them between the millstones of taxation and inflation. A revolution is impossible without a revolutionary situation. Furthermore, not every revolutionary situation leads to revolution. The press should be not only a collective propagandist and a collective agitator, but also a collective organizer of the masses. Fascism is capitalism in decay. The history of all previous societies has been the history of class struggles. Politics begin where the masses are, not where there are thousands, but where there are millions. That is where serious politics begin. Communism is Soviet power, plus the electrification of the whole country. Despair is typical of those who do not understand the causes of evil, see no way out, and are incapable of struggle. The end may justify the means as long as there is something that justifies the end. A revolution is a struggle to the death between the future and the past. The state is a machine for the oppression of one class by another. Without revolutionary theory, there can be no revolutionary movement. Marxism is a science, and like every science, it requires the study of its object. The bourgeoisie is many times stronger than we. To give it a mortal blow, we must concentrate all our forces, all our iron will, all our revolutionary daring. Communism is not love. Communism is a hammer which we use to crush the enemy. The oppressed are allowed once every few years to decide which particular representatives of the oppressing class are to represent and repress them. There is no justice in bureaucracy. To be successful, Insurrection must rely not upon conspiracy and not upon a party, but upon the advanced class. That is the first point. Insurrection must rely upon a revolutionary upsurge of the people. That is the second point. The way to crush the bourgeoisie is to grind them between the millstones of taxation and inflation. Communism is Soviet power, plus the electrification of the whole country. We must be ready to employ trickery, deceit, law-breaking, withholding and concealing truth. We can and must write in a language which sows among the masses hate, revulsion, and scorn toward those who disagree with us. The goal of socialism is communism. Capitalists are no more capable of self-sacrifice than a man is capable of lifting himself up by his own bootstraps. We need the real, nationwide terror which will be directed against the enemies of the people. He who now talks about the freedom of the press goes backward and halts our headlong course toward socialism. The history of a revolution is for us first of all a history of the forcible entrance of the masses into the realm of rulership over their own destiny. The most important thing when ill is to never lose heart. You cannot make a revolution in white gloves. Politics is the art of the possible, the attainable the art of the next best. A revolution is not a dinner party or writing an essay or painting aperture. It cannot be so refined, so leisurely and gentle, so temperate, kind, courteous, restrained, and magnanimous. A revolution is an insurrection, an act of violence by which one class overthrows another. Our program necessarily includes the propaganda of atheism. A revolutionary needs a mass organization which is able to overcome all obstacles and to carry out all the tasks set by the revolution. It is impossible to predict the time and progress of revolution. It is governed by its own more or less mysterious laws. The oppressed are allowed once every few years to decide which particular representatives of the oppressing class shall represent and repress them. Every society is 3 meals away from chaos. The best way to control the opposition is to lead it ourselves. Without revolutionary theory, there can be no revolutionary movement. A lie told often enough becomes the truth. Democracy is indispensable to socialism. When there is state, there can be no freedom. When there is freedom, there will be no state. The press should be not only a collective propagandist and a collective agitator, but also a collective organizer of the masses. The goal of socialism is communism. The only way to freedom is through socialism. Peaceful coexistence cannot be accepted as the normal state of affairs between socialist and capitalist countries. The workers have nothing to lose but their chains, There are decades where nothing happens, and there are weeks where decades happen. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like our video. Please share your opinion in the comments column.